Hey, good morning. It is day 119 on the Appalachian Trail. Still in my tent. It's really early. Pretty much rained off and on all night. Still kind of drizzly right now. We've only got a short day to get to the Fontana, and we can't check in till 4, so there's no big hurry, but I'm kind of wanting to get out of my tent as soon as I can just because I'm stiff. There's not a lot of daylight, so we go to bed early or go to our tents early, and like 12 hours is a long time to lay in your tent. Especially since I didn't have service here, so that makes it even more monotonous. Can't check the weather. That kind of sucks. I'd like to know kind of what the radar is right now before I decide when to get up and get going. But overall, not too bad. So, like I said, it's just mainly drizzling. I think it's supposed to be out of here sometime this morning. So, just got to weigh whether I want to walk in the rain now or if I want to be drier later, but get there later. Everything's kind of a decision around here. So anyway, slept dry in my tent. A little bit of condensation, but not bad. I left the doors open, or a couple of doors. I had to kind of pull a couple of them down when it was raining really hard. But other than that, life in the tent for number 2 pencil. Hey everybody, again. I think I talked to you from my tent this morning, early, but I'm back on the trail now. Rain kind of finally moved out and slacked up enough, so just went ahead and packed my stuff up. There'll be a lot of times where I just have to pack it up in the rain, but if it's about to end, there's no sense trying to do that, in that case. So especially today, we got a shorter day going into Fontana Village. So anyway, pretty breezy up here on the top of the mountain. I had a little climb to start the day. I say little, everything's relative out here. It seems little after some of the ones we've done the last few days. So pretty cool, kind of foggy out there where the rain pulled through. I don't know if you can see that. But it actually feels good out here right now. I got on just my hoodie, my sun hoodie. It's probably about 60 degrees. Supposed to be up to like 70 today. So like I said yesterday, I don't really prefer that. I prefer a little bit colder. But I say that now, I'll be in the Smokies next week and it might be down in the single digits or something. So I'll be wishing it was 60. So anyway, like I said, we're Garden Gnome and Runaway. They're back at their tent trying to get a slug out of there. They had a slug, he said, this morning. So that was kind of funny. So they're behind me somewhere. And like I said, I don't think we can check into our room until 4. So really no big hurry today. So anyway, just hiking along, hoping to get my micro spikes tomorrow. They're coming UPS, so I feel very confident. UPS, you can depend on. If something's coming UPS, it's going to take a lot for you to not get that package. FedEx, I'd probably just go ahead and give up and just go tomorrow. I wouldn't even wait for it. But anyway, UPS, big fan. So the brown truck. So anyway. But I did have a good conversation with the kid at the shelter last night that I told you all about. He said he uses his micro spikes in the mud and they work pretty well too. So given that, that could be a big benefit. If they're that useful in the mud, to keep me from falling, then I may carry them on up the trail, even past the Smokies. But we'll just see how it goes. No doubt about that. So anyway, going to try to resupply. I don't think there's great resupply options at Fontana Village, but I think there's enough to get what we need. You're kind of in a pickle because you can't really resupply sooner because then you got to tote it. You pretty much got to resupply where you need to resupply. So kind of some people try to ship themselves boxes, but it's just too much trouble for what it costs to do it and the time and just trying to hit everything on a day. It's really hard to send stuff out here. My sister-in-law is going to send me some medicines and maybe gear, clothing, things like that as I need them, but I anticipate, her sending me a box maybe just 2 or 3 times during the whole trip. So now I'll be sending her stuff. I've already sent her, I actually sent her a box. After I flew down here, even before I started the trail, I sent her a box of stuff that I kind of went through at the hotel in Sandy Springs and decided not to take. So, so that's kind of funny, but otherwise, like I said, I'll probably ship a little bit of stuff back home before the Smokies. I just got some things that are it's not so much a weight issue for me. I know a lot of people talk about the weight, but it's just extra things you don't need. You just want to be minimal out here because you got try to kind of keep up with all the stuff. You know, every time you unload your pack, you have to take it out. It's just the more minimal you can be. Like, I just feel like it's definitely a lot easier and better and more comfortable. So definitely gonna be trying to get rid of just some stuff stacks, some extra socks I've been carrying, just really anything extra that I don't need for the Smokies I want to get rid of. And then after the Smokies, I'll probably get rid of a couple more things, just really cold weather type of stuff. So anyway, guys, I'll get back with you here shortly. Hiking on down the trail, going a little bit downhill now. Looks like a pretty easy day from here on out. So I've already did the biggest climb, I think. So just headed down to Fontana Village. Okay, peeps, I've happened upon to a little, I guess you could call it a display in the woods. Looks like a leprechaun and some eggs, I don't know, some bees. Really kind of hard to say. A lot of stuff there. Oh my gosh. Not exactly a good example of leave no trace, but there's kind of funny things like this on the AT, I suppose. So I guess we'll see. I'll let you know as I move forward up the trail. I'm not 100%, but I think that's Fontana Dam right there in the middle of the screen. Yep, I think that's where I'm headed, so gotta be close if I can see it, right? Not necessarily in the mountains. Hey guys, closing in on Fontana, getting pretty excited. One step closer to the Smokies. I mean, just getting to the Smokies, pretty big deal on this hike, I think, you know. We're closing in on a couple 100 miles. Fixing to face a really tough section with no outs. But the thing I find most fascinating out here is not the hiking or the food or the conditions or any of that, but it's the social aspect of the game. Like, oh, sorry, it's not actually a game, but anyway, you know how I kind of look at it. So anyway, it's like interesting. Like, I think I've only met a couple of couples out here that actually hiked out here together. And are staying together the whole time. Everybody else is pretty much singular, or they started the trail solo. Which basically officially solo means you're carrying all of your own gear. Like a couple, they're just sharing a tent, they would not be considered solo hikers, but if they each carried a tent, they probably still would be, I think. It's, you know. But anyway, beside the point. So I'm starting the Smokies here in a couple days. I may make an agreement with a few people to kind of go with it, you know, go together through it or certain parts of it, or I may not. Like, I'm very much kind of a loner, and like my goal out here was to not, no matter what, do not make an official commitment to a tramline, because I just don't think that's the right thing to do. With that being said, if I like somebody and we're hiking the same pace, I might want to hike with them all the way to Katahdin. You know, I'm open-minded. I just think labeling it just, I'm honestly the same way in real life. Like, I haven't been in like an official relationship with a woman in like, let me see, carry the one, like, long time, 25 years probably. So anyway, I think you just got to be honest with people out here. It's not really so much a social aspect. It's like, I saw a kid last night, and he'd been hiking with a kid earlier, and I'd seen him like, you know, day 3 or 4 out here, and I just assumed they were together. Like, you know, for their whole life, they just kind of seemed like it. Like I said, it's kind of the way it is out here. But one of them last night, he's like, I had to split off because our paces weren't the same, and I got to hike my own hike. And, you know, it's hard, like, because you get along with people and you like them and you want them to do well too. Really, the problem is it's not so much a social aspect, it's really a functional aspect out here. There's an advantage for certain to hiking with people, with a quote-unquote tramline or not. Just like, if it's way down to the hill for water, maybe just one person can go get it and the other 2 can rest, you know, that kind of thing. Or, you know, if you run out of, you know, a piece of gear fails, somebody, you know, if you're hiking with 3 or 4 people, you're much more likely to be able to replace it or fix it, or, you know, just a number of things like that. You're basically, you know, all kind of share, because everybody out here, if somebody breaks something, loses something, like the sport the other day, like somebody's gonna try to help you if you're a third hiker. Like, there's definitely a we're all in it together as one team kind of attitude. But like I said, my goal is to stay uncommitted just as a solo hiker. But I've been hiking with people. Like, I enjoy it. Like, I hiked Catfish for a couple of days. You know, I love Garden Gnome and Runaway. We've been hiking together for several days. It actually works better for me, I think, to hike with a couple or a pair, even like Sparky and Radioactive, because I don't feel as much pressure. Like, if I do leave them, or if I fall behind, if I can't go as fast as they do, I don't, you know, feel as bad because I know they got each other. But like, I do worry about getting in a situation. It's kind of already happened a couple of times where, like, you hike with somebody and you really like them, but they're going slower than you are, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just not a good situation for two people to hike together to Maine, you know. So it's kind of tough. In fact, I've met so many people out here. Em said I was the most personable person she's ever met. I don't know if that's true, but yeah, she wanted to name my trail name Friendly, but I was like, I don't think that'll work. But anyway, I felt like I could text a few people back and say, hey, so-and-so, you wait here for so-and-so, and y'all are gonna make a great team all the way to Katahdin. And I think that's the case, because they're both like really awesome people, both hiking the same pace. Like, I think they would do well together. So, like I said, from a financial aspect, when you share rooms, share hostels, share shuttle rides, I mean, there's definitely advantages to it. But for a lot of us, you know, me, I'm out here for some solitude too, so, which is what I like about it. Like, I can hike in the woods all day long and then see some friends at a hostel, or I can hike with somebody all day and then we camp in different spots. Like, it's really up to you. So interesting. I love it. Just the fascination of just the whole experience is so interesting. So, like I said, it's hard. Everybody knows that. You don't even have to. Very few people accuse us of not working hard out here. If you've ever walked up a hill, or, you know, up some steps at a, you know, a stadium or something, you know, it's never easy. So, much of respect to everybody out here for you know, putting in that kind of work and effort. It's just, you know, even if you're only doing a few miles a day, it's tough. So, but anyway, so not sure. Like I said, I do kind of consider several people like that I keep in contact, kind of like Tramley, not official Tramley, but like, we watch out for each other, and like, whoever's ahead kind of text back, you know, give the other one's advice on, you know, what may or may not be closed, or what may or may not be the best cheeseburger ever, you know, the good stuff like that. So, in fact, Radioactive especially has been good for me on that. He's given me a lot of good tips. So, hopefully, maybe if I ever pass him, I can pay him back and give him and Sparky some good tips going backwards. So anyway, social game out here. It's kind of like Survivor, but kind of not. Like, it's just, I don't know if I'm trying to put through hiking into just a short phrase of words. I mean, it's all the things. It truly is all the things that matter. Yeah. Hey peeps, made it to Fontana Village. Pretty good hike this morning. It wasn't too far, so got my pack off. Had lunch with Sparky and Radioactive. You can remember those guys. And also South Park.
How's it going?
South Park is here. He's about to get on the trail right now. I had a room for tonight, so I let him use the shower, so he's about to head out. And he was going to use the shower at the nice shelter down there, but I was like, dude, just use it here. I got a room, so no worries. So anyway, he's trekking on up. I met him back behind Neil's Gap, you know, early on in the hike, and then just ran into him again last night. So it's kind of how it works out here. So he's actually, I'm walking down here with him now. He's getting ready to leave, but he's got to do a resupply at this little, what is it called? The pit stop? At the pit stop. So I got to do that same thing tomorrow. So I thought I'd walk down here with him and kind of check it out. Maybe show you guys a couple of shots in there. I took some photos inside the little resort, whatever that it is, and it's really nice. And there's not a lot of people here, so that was good because I was able to check in like really early. So anyway, how's your hike going so far, South Park?
It's pretty good. You know, these last few mountains before Smokies are kind of terrible. But
True.
It could have been worse with a full pack of food.
Yeah, no doubt. So
yeah,
I think you're hoping to catch up with Em and Hot Moose, right? You guys know them, so
they're kind of speed demons.
Yeah.
So I hopefully by Hot Springs, but
yeah, you never know out here. Like some people go slower, some people go faster. Things happen, you know. You just never know. So
Gap, so
anyway, We don't know which way to go. Which way? I feel like it was down.
Yeah, it feels down more.
General store that way. I think it's the general store. I think it is the general store. That's where the ice cream was. It's closed. Right?
Oh, no, yeah.
Okay, we're trying to decide which way to go. We don't know where we're at. If they don't give us blazes, we can't find our way around. Is that right? Like, we're used to the blazes. So anyway, just touching base back with you guys. I think I'm gonna do a little interview too with Radioactive and Sparky later today, so you guys can meet some other thru hikers, kind of see what their stories are. Oh wait, here we go. Check this out. Disc golf. My buddy Gardner I've been hiking with was very excited about the disc golf, so I know he'll be checking that out while he's here. I think they're also staying a couple nights and then leaving Saturday too. Weather is looking pretty reasonable, so hoping we'll all get through. I told South Park, I said, I hope you have good weather, especially because I'm gonna probably have, have the same weather minus a day. So.
Oh yeah, the weather's been perfect, really.
Yeah, we can't complain.
Last 2 days.
Yeah, we can't complain. We've got a pretty good, considering our early start. We've done really good on the weather. So anyway, we'll catch you guys later. Y'all say bye about South Park.
See ya.
Take it easy. Okay, peeps. South Park's on his way. Hope he has a good journey. We went to the pit stop. Kind of got a little bit of a problem. I mean, not a huge problem, I guess, but kind of a problem. The resupply options here are very limited, which food-wise, I mean, I can eat anything. Not a big deal there, but they literally have no electrolytes at all. Like, not the brand I don't like or not the flavors I don't like. They have zero electrolytes at any of this facility. They have a store and a gift shop and places that have, they got Pop-Tarts, ramen, a few dehydrated meals, but not a ton of them. It's just very limited, so I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go through my supply, and I think I've got a couple of packs left. I'll probably get by with 5 packs, maybe use one a day, or something like that. But I was considering maybe even shuttling to the next town, but it's like 30 miles, so that's probably not reasonable. Maybe unless I ask Garden Home, and then maybe if they want to go in together, we might could split one and just go grab some things. But so anyway, kind of weighing my options there. I looked on Amazon, but they can't get anything here till Monday, so I guess just gotta be prepared for everything out here. I'd read several comments on GoHooks that the supplies were limited. But like I said, I didn't expect that I wouldn't be able to get electrolytes. It's such a crucial thing for us. I don't know if it's just for me. I thought it was everybody, but y'all have heard me talk about them quite a bit. So anyway, lesson learned. Definitely gonna order some from Amazon anyway and pick them up on the other side of the Smokies, just so this doesn't happen again. You're kind of in these mountain tourist towns. There's not a Walmart close by, not a grocery store, not a drugstore. It's basically just a general store. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. South Park was able to get most of what he needed. He's younger, so he don't need electrolytes. Those young kids, they can do anything. Like, they can live off of eating anything or drinking anything. So anyway, that's where I'm at. So I'm walking back up to the room, and like I said, I'm gonna try to weigh my options. I've got tomorrow to try to figure something out. So we'll see what happens. So here I'm gonna go talk to my buddies. They're over here right now. So speak of the devils, I just texted them, they didn't answer. Actually, this might be a good time for our interview since they're sitting right here at the laundromat. So anyway, here, I'll get back with y'all in a second. Okay, pardon the interruption. I had to go talk to my boys, Radioactive and Sparky. Cool guys. I love them. We'll be talking to Radioactive for a little interview later. Sparky, a little camera shy, don't want to do it, but that's cool. We'll talk to Radioactive. He is pretty hilarious. So anyway, I think this is going to be my game plan on the electrolytes. I've always heard that Snicker bars are very, very, what's the word? Like marketable, I guess, on trail. So if I can't find any electrolytes or as many as I need, my plan is going to be to buy a bunch of Snicker bars and just try to trade them for electrolytes with every hiker that I see on the trail. I mean, it's that or shuttle like 2 hours away to a Walmart. So it's definitely not worth all that. So we'll see how the Snicker bar game works. I don't know. We'll see.